Tonight could be a turning point in the 2007 provincial election campaign. Good evening, I'm Wayne Thibodeau, and this is Election 2007, the Leaders' Debate. Over the course of the next 90 minutes, we will be providing you with live, commercial-free coverage of the Leaders' Debate. We will also have color commentary from two political leaders who know what it's like to be on that stage behind me here tonight and in front of this live television audience. The results are in. We don't have them yet, but we're just minutes away. The Chief Electoral Officer, Andy Walker, has made that walk across the gymnasium floor. He is near the stage now, so that means in his hand is the results from the second ballot. Of course, we will bring those results to you, and then, of course, the all-important reaction. Our reporters are only inches away from Jamie Ballum and Olive Crane, and we will go down to their results. There's Jamie Ballum. That's all he can do is wait now. The ballots have been cast. They're in an envelope in someone's hand, and at this point in time, that's all he can do is wait. Olive Crane, much the same. It's in the hands of the delegates. They have cast the ballots. Those ballots have now been counted, which means we are only minutes away from finding out who will join in the long tradition of the Progressive Conservative Party, a 150-year-long tradition.
Many observers say last night's results really didn't come as much of a surprise. One of those is Wayne Thibodeau, senior correspondent for the Charlottetown Guardian. Wayne joins us now from his offices. And were there any surprises last night? What's your take on it all?
Well, Ron, going into the provincial election campaign, a lot of pundits were talking about the possibility of 27 seats for the Liberals in the 27-seat legislature. Last night, the Progressive Conservatives did much better than pundits predicted. In fact, they were able to pick up 5 seats in the legislature.
Yeah, because I gather, in fact, the Liberals are way behind. Now they're catching up.
Exactly. In fact, when this campaign started, the Liberals were 19 percentage points behind the Conservatives. Pat Binns, in his polling numbers, is the most popular premier in Canada. His numbers are incredible. During the course of this campaign, a short campaign, only 27 days, they've been able to narrow that gap down. They're about 7 percentage points behind now, so they obviously must be doing something right.
To Prince Edward Island now, where reporter Wayne Thibodeau is standing by in the Charlottetown Guardian newsroom. Wayne, PEI was just added to the warning list in the last 24 hours or so. Does that give the province enough time to prepare?
Well, after Hurricane Juan, Tara, PEI was prepared and is continuing to be prepared throughout the day today. People were stocking up on groceries. The boats were coming out of the harbor, and EMO says it has its emergency plans in place, including evacuation plans if they need them. Good evening and welcome to Point of View. Terry Allen is off this evening. This time next month, PEI politicians will be back to work at Province House. There is a lot of anticipation about this upcoming session. Nearly a year ago, Islanders voted for change. But have they gotten it? The government says the upcoming session of the PEI legislature will define their mandate. The opposition says it has a long list of questions that it wants answered.
Passengers are requested to proceed to the vehicle decks in preparation for disembarkation.
5 years ago today, life changed forever for Canada's smallest province. The last ferry made its final sailing across the Northumberland Strait to PEI. In its place now stands the Confederation Bridge.
I've never been on the bridge because it has entirely ruined the aspect of Borden as far as I'm concerned.
Betty Howard led the No campaign during the 1988 plebiscite, which asked Islanders whether they wanted a fixed link to the mainland. 5 years later, Howard says her concerns about its impact on the environment, the economy, and the island's way of life have come true.
I know things are bound to change, but yet it was an awful way to deal with the people in that town, and a lot of them will go to their graves being unhappy with what had happened over the business of the bridge.
When you lay in your bed at night, you can hear the murmur of the boats.
The former mayor of Borden has mixed emotions. He says PEI's gain has been Borden's loss.
Well, I figured it'd be good for the whole island, but it wouldn't be good for the community, which proved it isn't. It hasn't been what you call a complete success.
The statistics back Ramsey's claim. Borden's population has fallen and businesses have closed. That's not the case across the rest of the province. PEI's exports have nearly doubled. Tourism has jumped, and the retail sectors in both Charlottetown and Summerside have exploded. Jim Larkin wanted the bridge and says those against the project are changing their views.
I've had people who fought tooth and nail against us come up to me and say the decision to build the bridge was the right one.
Former Premier Joe Ghiz had a chance to view the bridge days before he died. The late PEI Premier was always seen as a major proponent of this massive structure, but today his wife, Rosellen Ghiz, confirms that he voted no against the bridge in the plebiscite. Why Ghiz voted no is still a mystery. Whether he made the right decision, only time will tell. In Borden, Carleton, PEI, this is Global's Wayne Thibodeau reporting.
Here's Global's Wayne Thibodeau.
This is where the body of Crystal Barristow was found, in a wooded area about 50 feet from the Confederation Trail near the Charlottetown Mall. The 23-year-old mother of two was beaten and possibly raped before being killed. She went missing on Saturday. Her body wasn't found until Sunday. Today, PEI's capital city is reacting with shock. Helen Hughes of St. Peter's Harbor was walking the same piece of trail today where the body was found just 48 hours earlier. Hughes said she no longer feels safe on the trails alone.
A little nervous around the wooded area. Didn't think I would, but I really did. Yeah. I was amazed at myself for feeling that way, but yeah. But we're going to use the trail, definitely. Yeah.
Police say they still have no motive, no strong leads, and no suspects. Richard Dooley lives near the murder scene. His garden is only a stone's throw away.
Everybody's upset, the whole neighborhood, you know. Everybody's like, I shouldn't say this, but most people don't even lock the doors around here. It's not a big thing here, you know. It's a pretty safe neighborhood.
The fact that safety has been shattered is making some women in the city angry. They're planning a vigil at the murder site later this week.
Be a sense of anger, perhaps even a sense of rage, that once again women are set in a position where they are vulnerable, and to hear warnings on the news only directed at women that women should take care and be cautious. We all become victims in a way. And
Barristow was last seen here at the Walmart in Charlottetown. That's where her common-law husband works. Al McKenzie did not want to do an on-camera interview, but off-camera he said he spent his coffee break with his common-law wife at 2:45 p.m. He said he gave her a kiss and a hug and told her he loved her. That's the last time that McKenzie saw Barristow alive. The police did release some new information today. They are now confirming that Barristow was stabbed, but they won't say how many times or with what. Deputy Police Chief Richard Collins is also saying the public's tips will be instrumental in solving this case.
But I know the phone rang continuous from around 6 o'clock last night till close to midnight.
If you know anything about the murder of Crystal Dawn Barristow, you can contact the Charlottetown Police at area code 902-629-4036 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477. In Charlottetown, this is Global's Wayne Thibodeau reporting.